Thank you for joining the Minnesota Cold Talk podcast. Listen, I got a special guest, and it's 8:35, and I know a lot of people like to eat late, so a lot of y'all probably biting into a nice cheeseburger, nice taco, something nice and sweet, like a nice little donut or something, and I know you're taking care of the hunger. You that what's they call it, the crave. You taking care of the crave. I understand, but listen, I got a special guest today, man. He's a friend of mine. He's a good friend of mine too, and he's about to bless us with some information. Everybody, introduce yourself, man. Let everybody know who's all on the panel. Go ahead, introduce yourselves. It don't matter who go first.
Maybe go first.
Go ahead, me.
Hey y'all, I'm Mimi, just Mimi, and yep, I am here to support Sosa and the Minnesota Cold Talk podcast. I do have a small black business, which is creative design. I do custom orders like T-shirts, buttons, lanyards, keychains, and a lot of other stuff.
Okay. Who else do we got on the panel?
Hi, everyone. I'm Casey. Thanks for having me on here, DeMarcus. I worked closely with TC, who was a guest on the show here a few weeks ago with the Birth Equity Community Council, and I'm grateful to be here and talk about what's in our food.
Yo, thanks for being here. I appreciate it, man. We had a conversation. Oh, Kiki, I see you in the comment section. Send me a message on Messenger where I can bring you up here. You can't miss this episode. This is crazy. Now listen. How long have you been doing your research, and what got you into doing your research with food and things like that?
I think that it was a couple years ago. I think it just during the COVID pandemic, just started trying to understand what we're allowed to know, what's been hidden, that kind of thing. Other social media, honestly, has let me know what I'm going to share with you today, and it's led me down a bunch of rabbit holes and of things that we're allowed to know and some things that are hidden. And so I just hope to be kind of a middle person to help some people out if they're having some health issues, long-standing chronic conditions. A lot of it may be related to the food that you're eating. I'm no expert, but I'm just, like I said, just a middle person, and I'm just trying to get as much information out to the community as I can about this.
Right, and check this out. You know why I respect you so much? Because um to bring this to my attention and to say, hey, I've been trying to get him on the show, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, yo, get on the show. He's like, I don't know. And then one day, I was with him the other day, and I was like, yo, we need to get on the show. I was like, I need something we could talk about. He said, I got something to talk about food, and I'm like, oh, well, I had a plate of food in my hand. Hold on, I got some people I want to introduce you to. These two beautiful women that jumped on the panel, they're Minnesota Cold Talk stamp. Y'all introduce yourself real quick, y'all. Go ahead. It don't matter who go first.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, it
Hi,
don't matter.
I'm Miss Living Life, Life for Sure, aka Denise, the other BBW, beautiful black woman.
And who else do we got? We got Trey Aikens, Tracy. Um, she's a supporter. She got my back. She just in case don't none of these fools show up. She gonna hold me
Hey
down.
Tracy,
I
hey
gotta be.
y'all.
I won't be by myself because Tracy gonna
There.
come and join. Listen, y'all. This episode right here is very, 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 very important, you guys. If you guys have a family member that's suffering from any type of illness, cancer, any type of thing, you guys have please share this live, y'all. Do and I'm not just saying that to get views. I'm saying that because y'all gonna want to hear this information. And if you don't believe me, I'm gonna show you something. But before I do that, I gotta put the queen on. Please, Riri is in the building. What's going on, Mama?
Hey y'all.
Riri, I'm about to mess your head up. And guess what food? Guess what chips Riri like?
Come on.
Doritos. So
Oh my
listen, y'all.
God, don't do
So
Doritos.
listen,
No.
we ate some Doritos together. Don't do that. Don't do that. But I'm gonna let you slide. But it's all good because something else on here that you like it's on here on this list. So listen, I'm gonna do this, you guys. I'm gonna give people time to send this live out. Please share this live. Even the people on the panel, share the live out. Get your phone, share the live for me, please, because I don't want people to be like, "Yo, when did y'all do that?" I want to give you guys the opportunity not only to ask questions, but to tell a story and things like that. And while you guys doing that, I'm gonna slide down this list just a little bit, and my special guest is gonna be telling us some things that you guys should know. How about that? Y'all want to do that?
Don't hurt my feelings because I love
Oh
chips.
shit! Yeah, they might be a little
Please,
hurt.
me
It's
neither.
Do not hurt my feelings because I love
so
chips.
it's okay. It's a learning thing. Y'all just learning. It's all. All right. Now, first things we see is McDonald's French fries. Can you tell us about this, good sir?
Yeah, so basically, we don't fully understand what we are eating, and even if we did, we can't really make changes about it. Like those images of the French fries, I mean, they're pretty much the same thing, right? You can't quite see what those ingredients are. You don't quite know what's hidden unless you're told that. So what you're allowed to know. So the problem is that we have a bunch of food additives. I don't know really a lot of what they're used for, but I know that some are colorings, some are sweeteners, some are for preserving it, so for shelf life, so preservatives. Some are thickeners, emulsifiers, and other flavor enhancers that for some reason they allow in our food, but then they don't allow in other countries' food. So a lot of the ingredients that we have in our food are actually banned in other countries because of the diseases that they are related to. And towards the end, I'm hoping to show an app that we can use to avoid these foods, and that it gives you great substitutions too. So yeah, so McDonald's French fries, you can't quite tell the difference, but there is a whole bunch of extra things, and they're color coded there in red. I don't even know what they are, but it doesn't sound like food. Sodium acid
Fact.
pyrophos. I do not know what that is.
How about the natural beef flavor though? That's in the French fries though.
Oh my
Yeah, what does
god.
that mean? What is that? Right?
A beef bouillon cube. They actually season them fries with. It's crazy. And what else? Sodium acid. Like this is crazy, and this is only in America. So look what they put in it in the U. What is this in the
The
UK?
UK.
Mhm.
Wow.
It's a whole lot more than just a potato.
Yeah, that's crazy. Let's go to the next one. Damn it, I'm a Quaker Oats fan,
Mhm.
bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Mhm.
Bro. I love cream of wheat.
This is a big one in the morning.
Wow.
You start your day, the most important meal of the day, and you have all sorts of additives. I don't even know what half of those are. I just know
Yeah.
that's not an oat.
And let
So
me
this,
ask you a question, right? Because I'm glad you just said this is not an oat. Because even though this is strawberry cream, this right here is the same thing. Like, what is going on, man? Is this for shelf life?
so there's a lot of different reasons I think of why companies do this. They often compete with each other as companies to make food more addictive in our country, because they're allowed to. And then
Wow.
I think what happens is if they can use these synthetic chemicals and other cheaper ingredients, then they can save money in the long run, and then they make more money, more profit, rather than having something that is more expensive, like a better quality ingredient. So I think economically, that's what comes to mind, but I don't quite know. I just am someone who just tries to pay attention, and I don't like what I'm seeing when I look at that. I don't know what red 40 is, but I
Yeah.
think it's paint. If you're painting and coloring food, that tells me you're painting something on the wall. Um, and there's other examples of our food being painted. That's not just that example.
Well,
I
This
heard that
don't
we
go
don't need
for regular oatmeal, right? It's just for this flavored oatmeal, not the regular oatmeal.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, whatever is on the what I think it's strawberries and cream. Yeah, that's right. Yep, whichever product that is, that's the one.
I heard
it
that we
is.
don't I heard that we don't even supposed to be eating oats.
So
Humans don't supposed to eat oats at all.
so this gets into one of those deeper conversations about like agriculture and what human beings are supposed to be eating. We've evolved for millions and millions of years, and we created agriculture about 10,000 years ago. I don't know quite much about that or what we should and shouldn't be eating. But that also is part of the problem with, we can't make any changes really or some people can't really make any changes to what they're eating when it comes to food access and what they can afford to buy. And so, the increased consumption of processed foods, because I don't know about you all, but I do not have 40 acres behind me. I live in Minneapolis, and I buy my food at the store. and whatever is in the store is whatever I can buy to eat.
Wow, that's just how it is.
That's just how it is.
But let me
Yeah.
do this, right?
We don't have a
Because
choice.
let's be smart, right, with the podcast, right? And I want to say thank you to everybody. And Mimi says, so does that mean the less ingredients is better? Yes. And to answer your question, life, oatmeal is good for you. But I want to just go back to this thing. I want to show you something. If you look at this, if you look at the screen where it says whole grain and it says rolled, a lot of the rolled grains they say is not good because it broke it like it's a real grain, right? But the difference is when they say it's rolled, that mean they flatten it down. You know what I mean? But you can actually get grains from oatmeal and other type of I guess people who sell them that are not rolled grains. So they're actually the fat grain. They're not smashed rolled grains. But I just want to shine some light on this word right here that says red 40. Are you guys ready for me to tell you guys what it is and what it does to the human body? Check this out, right? I'm gonna read a little bit of it because you know I got an 8th grade reading level, but I know these words, but don't judge me. It says red 40. What does it do? What does it do to the human body? Damages the DNA. It damaged the DNA in a human's body, bruh. That is crazy. How are they getting away with that? Or is that something you want to save for later on?
It doesn't really, I don't know how they're getting away with it other than just they're cheapening our food because so they can make more money. That's what my guess is. I'm not an expert on this, but like another example of a DNA damager that's banned in other countries is titanium dioxide. It's used as a white paint, and it's actually in a common food. I think it's in Cheerios, I believe, is what
I
it's
think I,
in.
I think I see Cheerios on this list. Hold on, I don't want to give it away. I don't want to give all the good stuff away. All right, now the UK in the US, right? This is crazy. Did you know vegetable oil is in Mellow Yellow or
Yeah.
Mountain Dew? What the heck?
And this is from like 2019. I've heard that they've banned bromated vegetable oil, so it may not be fully accurate. But I mean, if you were drinking Mountain Dew in the last few years, you were drinking vegetable oil,
Wow. Even though
right?
oh man, this is crazy. How about the ketchup? Is it true that you can have? Is it true that the FDA allows you to have a certain amount of larva in it?
That I do not know. I'm not aware of that, but I do know that with this coloring difference, I see a tomato and I don't know what color it should be, but I don't think it should be that bright. So I feel like
Mm.
they paint the tomato too. And when I say paint that, they add in a coloring of some kind.
Which got to be that red 40.
It's not even in the ingredient list. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe they're not showing us, or maybe the tomatoes are a different color over in the UK. I don't know. But I mean, it's just pay attention to that bright color in food. If you look at the color of Fruit Loops, they're dull in other countries, but ours, they're bright blue, bright yellow, bright green, bright red.
Wow. And look at the Doritos, man. Why do me like this, man? You know how I feel about Doritos, man? Especially Cool Ranch, man. This is crazy, man. And then she says, I heard Cheerios are tested positive for lead. Hold on, is this true? Is this real information right here? I didn't know that.
Well, I haven't heard of lead, but what I have heard of is pesticides. So
Oh wow.
the grains that they grow, they're treated with pesticides, and those accumulate in the grain itself, and then through the processing they remain, and then when we eat it, it's called bioaccumulation. It's kind of like if you can think of a like a shrimp in the ocean or a small little fish eats something, and it's eaten by another bigger fish, and then another bigger fish eats it, and then we finally eat it. The toxins are still in the fish as it goes up the food chain. In the same way, we get pesticide exposure from Cheerios.
Wow, that's crazy.
And
I
that's not
want
even something I plan to talk about. I didn't hear about the lead piece, but
yeah,
Oh,
that's crazy.
there's
That's
lead in our water. I bet there's lead in our Cheerios.
facts. Facts, man.
Yeah.
Um, let's go into some other stuff, y'all. We want to get a little let's dive a little deeper into this conversation. I got a couple of videos I want to play. Hold on, no, unmute your mic, Andrea. Unmute your mic, Mama. You can talk on this panel. We need you to speak, even though you did write a whole book in the comment section. But unmute your mic,
Don't
Andrea.
do me like that. Hey,
Tell us
y'all.
what you
I
just
hope you
said.
can hear me. My internet's a little slow tonight. Can y'all hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you good, Mama.
Yeah, so I've actually been, and it's good to see you, Casey, and everyone here on the podcast. I've really been revamping my whole diet, really looking at what I'm eating, what my son's been eating, and things like that. Really reading the labels. I don't eat ketchup anymore, like at all. I'll put mustard on things now, because I know mustard is more healthy for you. Definitely, I've always loved to cook and cook at home, but now I've really been scaling back on like the butters, oils, sugars. I threw out all my white sugar, things like that. So I've really been working on that and losing weight. So I stopped drinking soda, but I did cheat, or I'll say treat. I had a Sprite the other night, and that was like the first time I had soda in like 4 months. And other than that, like just a lot of water and just really paying attention to the ingredients. So this is a really good topic tonight, and I hope that more people really take into account like what they're eating, going through drive-throughs, fast food and stuff. Like this food is so fake, it's not even funny, and it's killing us. It
Hey, she got a
really is
question for
killing
you.
us. So like,
Andrea, she got a question for
yeah,
you.
I'm here.
Mimi is in the comment section. She says white sugar. A lot of people think what sugar is white, but it's not. But could you help her out when you say that? What you mean by putting white sugar? And what kind of sugar are you just using then instead of white
Yeah,
sugar?
just so yeah, white granulated sugar. I just don't even use it anymore at all. So you use, get a little bit of sugar, put it in your coffee, your tea, things like that. So now I use honey to sweeten things, and I have used brown sugar, but I'm trying to get away from sugar just in general.
How about agave? What's it called? Am I saying the word right? Agave or agave?
Agave?
Agave is really
Agave.
healthy, yeah, and it's really good for you too. Yeah, agave is healthier. It's a healthier choice. Um, Mimi said I can't keep up, you guys. Yeah, no, this is right here is a that ain't nothing, y'all. I didn't even play the videos yet. We're about to go into the videos right now, so I want y'all to go ahead, mute your mic, sit back and watch this right here. We're gonna play this. Let's go.
Let's play a quick word association game. What do you think of when I say these chemical names? Potassium bromate, propylparaben, titanium dioxide, butylated hydroxyanisole. Is your mouth watering yet? I'm guessing not. But believe it or not, these are all ingredients often found in packaged foods in the US. We eat food because we need it to live, but many foods contain additives that not only don't provide nutrients, but also can be bad for you, and that's perfectly legal. Food additives are used by manufacturers to do things like lengthen shelf life or provide more color or shine. Scientific studies have shown that synthetic food additives can cause harm to the immune and nervous systems, trigger changes in the body's hormonal balance, and even increase the risk of cancer. Even more concerning, many of these chemicals can be found in foods marketed to children. Candies, sugary breakfast cereals, and processed snacks like pizza rolls and mini bagels contain food colorants and preservatives that provide no added nutritional or functional benefits and can harm children's health. One of the reasons why potentially harmful food additives are legal in the US is that the Food and Drug Administration does not review most food additives for safety, even when there are new studies showing the health risks of those additives. Under FDA regulations, packaged food manufacturers are even allowed to certify their own ingredients as safe without notifying the government or the public. That means many food additives that could be risky for humans to consume have basically never been meaningfully reviewed by the FDA. Some additives were reviewed in a cursory way many years ago when manufacturers began using them, but haven't been reevaluated since then with the newest science in mind. The European Union has banned various additives that are used in US food products, such as potassium bromate, a carcinogenic chemical added to bread, and brominated vegetable oil, a flavor stabilizer used in beverages that can harm the nervous system. To protect yourself, check out EWG's Guide to Food Additives, read ingredient labels, and buy products that don't contain the worst additives. And choose fresh whole foods when possible. You can also urge your members of Congress to vote for legislation to protect consumers. And you can join us in urging the FDA to take action. Visit toxicfreefoodfda.org for more information.
All right, let's talk about that. How y'all feel about that video, man? That the government knows, but they're not really doing their homework to look and see if these added
Yeah,
things are poisonous or not. Like, how do y'all feel
it's
about that?
it's all a circle. So they know that the food is bad. So it'll make the pharmaceutical bigger because you gotta go to the doctor now. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying? So if the food bad, the pharmaceutical gets money, gets paid because they can do these different, you know what I'm saying, studies and new drugs that come out to help you lose weight. Like the one they shoot in their stomach. I forgot what the name of it is, but they give you stomach paralysis.
Wow.
Ozempic.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay, yeah. They give you stomach paralysis. You know what I'm saying? After a while. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. There's a lot of different things. Cause you know how they run through the commercials and they say, oh, this will help you. But then when they start saying the side effect, they saying it so quick, you gotta like try to pause it and try to read what the side effects is, but they say it so quick. Oh, your brain will bleed and it come out your ear, and then your toe will fall off. And then, but it's okay, as long as you have that once or two twice a week, you'll be fine. What? That's what it's all about.
Yeah,
Everybody's
that's
getting
crazy.
everybody's getting paid. Everybody's getting paid. Everybody's getting paid. The dentist is
Eh,
getting paid because the children's teeth getting messed up. You know what I'm saying? The doctor's getting paid because people, everybody's obese or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? So they know
So,
everybody's making money but us.
man, that's crazy, man. Andrea, you want to say something, Mama? You good? Okay. Damn, man, that's messed
Mhm.
up, man. And it's kind of crazy that because I know that we all got kids, we all ripping and running. It's hard to go to the grocery store every day and make sure you got this certain food, this right here, and cook it with your kids. Because everything is just so fast paced. You got to wake up at this time. You got to make sure the kids is out the door at this time. You got to grab your quick snack on a 30-minute or hour break from lunch. Or you got to get it and go, and then come back. So it's kind of like putting you on a schedule of you that basically killing yourself. And then people will want to get healthy and they say, hey, I'm a diet for like 2 weeks or a month. I'm gonna give myself 30 days after you just spent 365 days out of a whole year and destroyed a lot of still. Um, man, this is the information, like Mimi said, is really overwhelming. Especially, I know after I get off this live, I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna eat. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm gonna be more caught now for real because we gotta keep it real. At the end of the day, we're only gonna be able to get what we can afford, and the cheaper stuff is products with this stuff in it. You know what I mean? Um,
True.
wow, man, we got a
Yeah,
comment on the screen. She says sick. She says sick. And listen, let me tell you something, right?
Sick care, not health care. I get it.
Look,
That's crazy.
facts, but I don't see no other way out. Do you want to go to the next video? You want to open up a little bit about what we just seen? How you want
yeah,
to do this?
yeah. I just want to add, they're killing us. There's no other way around it. With those pharmaceutical ads, if they have a medicine for a child, they'll show children, excuse me, playing, having fun. But when it talks about the side effects, like how when the kid could die, that's when they show the parents on the TV in the commercial. I mean, that's how sick they are with how they can do their marketing. So, I think I have nothing more to add on the pharmaceutical piece because it's spot on. Um,
Yeah.
I was just going to explain in the video. I'm so happy that she had said, choose a better option. And so, with what we're going to see here in a little bit, we have a tool that we can use. It's free. It'll scan a barcode and it'll show you what's in the food, and it'll give you a substitute. Because the problem is that, you know, it's said that the FDA doesn't regulate what's in the food. And so the food industry just takes turns on what they're going to put in food. And when they put new additives in, since the late 90s, like 98% of all new food additives that have been included into food have been through, you know, their own safety studies. So the FDA is not even they're not even regulating it. They have a loophole where if the company's safety scientists can all come together and say, yeah, we're good, you know, like General Mills and Post cereal, and you know, if those two scientists come together and they say, yeah, we like this additive, we're going to add it into our cereal. Here's the safety study. FDA says, all right, good. It's recognized as safe. So they're using a loophole for what's called generally recognized as safe. And look this stuff up, please. I want to be the messenger on this stuff because I'm no expert. But it was started in the 50s as a way to regulate things that we've always thought and known were safe, like flour, sugar, vanilla, you know, common ingredients like that. But now it's for potassium bromate and
Wow.
whatever that vegetable oil is. It's motor oil, basically. The first
Yeah.
vegetable oil was made out of cotton seeds, and it was used for motor oil lubricant. And now we're eating
Right.
vegetable oil.
You know
So
what I read? I read that since we used to eat pig oil from animals, right? They said that oil from animals was the healthiest way to get it, because when we start using the oil from plants and things like that, Alzheimer's and brain diseases are hold on, whose mic is that? Yeah, Alzheimer's and things like that went skyrocket using those oils from the plants.
mhm.
Um, I want to read Andrea comment. She said here's some things that can help. She said when you go to the store, buy the food that's on sale and cook your food at home. I'm happy to help families with that. Eating on a budget. So shout out to Andrea, you guys. Andrea is dope. Y'all, please, man, you know the problem with the community, we got problem reaching out for help, man. Hey man, ask what can I do that's a cheaper thing, because kids are getting cancer at a high rate now too.
Mhm.
So man, we gotta be careful what we're getting our kids, you guys. I'm gonna play this next video and then we can get back into it. Let's go.
Natural flavors are one of the most evil
I'm gonna bring it back.
ingredients, I believe, in our food supply
I'm gonna
because
bring it-
they
I'm
trick
gonna bring
your
it back real
brain
quick.
and they hijack.
I'm gonna bring it back. All right, let's go.
Natural flavors are one of the most evil ingredients, I believe, in our food supply because
Wow.
they trick your brain and they hijack your taste buds and they continue that craving, so you eat more than you should. And with obesity, heart disease, and diabetes as our biggest issue in this country, and cancer, you know, we have to take control of our taste buds. And the only way to do that is not to allow the food industry to control them. And so removing natural flavors from your diet is like the number one thing, I think. And it's so, you know, even though there's many more chemicals that are much more harmful to you, almost 99% of the products on product shelves at the grocery store have natural flavors. So
Wow.
if you avoid natural flavor, you avoid many of those. And it's actually one of the reasons I started my company, Truvani. I just want to mention, because there are so many supplement companies out there, protein
That's
powder
great.
companies and supplement companies that use these natural flavors.
Yeah.
And I wanted to create a line of products that were made from real food and
I gotta stop that, man. Let's get on it, man. Let's get on this conversation.
I was
What
just
in-
going to say,
This is crazy, man.
Yes.
This is crazy. Shout out to my man. He says salute. Thank you for joining. We're talking about the food industry, man. And damn, man, I just ate some chicken and everything. Man. I want some more too. You know what I mean? Like, this is crazy.
But see, they messing with our food so bad that you can't even find food no more that have natural seeds in it. That's you know what I'm saying? Everything is getting made in a lab now. Everything is lab made. You know what I'm saying? They trying to, you know what I'm saying, make hybrid foods and hybrid meat and everything hybrid. What is we I mean, Twilight or something? Everything's gonna be hybrid now. What are we doing?
But you know, so you know what though? I'm glad we got this brother on the panel because they have an app. We're gonna get to the app first, but we're gonna play this last video and get in We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna show y'all the
We
app.
want to turn now to part 2 in our series on the safety of America's food.
I'm gonna bring it back.
There's a long list
I'm
of
watching from
chemicals and
Mexico.
additives that are allowed.
Oh yeah,
We
shout
wanna
out to you,
turn now
bro.
to
Thank
part
you.
2 in
That's
our
my
series
cousin's
on the
friend.
safety of America's food. There's a long list of chemicals and additives that are allowed in the U.S. but are
Turn it up.
banned in Europe and other places over health concerns. CBS's Ben Tracy goes in depth to look at the effort in one state to make what every American eats safer.
Christina Ochoa often worries if the food she's feeding her 2 young kids is safe,
A lot of salt.
even after carefully reading ingredient labels.
Some ingredients, I have no idea what they are, how to pronounce them. I want the best for my children, and I would think that as a society, we want the best for our children.
There are more than 10,000 chemicals and additives allowed in food in the U.S., often in small amounts, but many have not been evaluated by the FDA in decades. The majority are safe, but some chemicals allowed here have been banned overseas after research has linked them to cancer and developmental or behavioral issues.
We need to put the F back into the Food and Drug Administration.
Congresswoman Jan Schakowsky introduced a bill requiring the FDA to review certain chemicals that are banned overseas and to close what's known as the GRAS loophole, chemicals generally recognized as safe.
Wow.
This allows companies to skip an extensive safety review when adding many new chemicals to food.
This
Is the
crazy.
food industry basically policing itself?
I would say yes. And when you look around the world and you see what other countries are doing to protect their consumers, we are far behind.
CBS News has obtained a copy of proposed legislation in California that would make it the first U.S. state to ban 5 common chemicals, including potassium bromate, from all foods sold, distributed, or made there.
They're going to have to change their recipes, get rid of these chemicals, and hopefully that's something that's going to have impacts far beyond our borders here in the state of California.
Christina Ochoa says the FDA needs to do more.
We're trusting
Wow.
them. And
This is crazy, man. We gotta,
Banned.
yo, this is crazy, man. And we gotta be real careful. Shout out to my man, y'all. Did y'all read his message? He says, I try not to eat any food that comes from the state. I get natural food here in Mexico. Facts. And you saying that, it brings me back to the mind frame of when I first met and listened to a man named Dr. Sebi. And he always talked about how he found out how to cure cancer. Well, what happened with Dr. Sebi was he was arrested by the Food Administration in New York City in 1990. It was all over the news. I'm gonna find it before we leave. I'm gonna close out with it. He was arrested, and when they brought him in, they told him, "Listen, you're in the newspaper saying you cure AIDS, cancer, and all these diseases through medicine." And he said, "Well, I'll tell you what. If you can bring 7 patients that you cured, then we can maybe talk about letting you go." The next day, do you guys know how many people Dr. Sebi brought to court? A lucky guess. Come on, anybody. What's up? Lucky guess. How many numbers? He was supposed to bring 7. How many people did he bring? Come on, y'all. How many people y'all feel thought come?
15.
8?
He bought
15.
about 25 people.
20
80.
people. He brought 70.
Mm.
70 people with medical documents proving that he cured sickle cell, herpes, cancer. What was the other one? Man, so many diseases. He brought over
HIV?
70 with HIV. Yeah, HIV, herpes, cancer, sickle cell, diabetes, and there was another 2. He brought 70 people with medical documents showing that, hey, I was diagnosed with this, and this is what I got now. So I'm gonna play that video when we end the show because I want to show you how he did it. The only reason Dr. Sebi beat that case, it wasn't that he proved that he did it, but he told him how he did it. And guess how he did it, y'all? Through food. So he didn't say he did it through medicine. He did it through herbs. So it's not what you he said if what you put in your body that's gonna hurt you or help you. He said your mother is the only woman on earth that you will allow to poison you, and you won't know that she's poisoned you because you always think your mother makes the best food. I was like, wow. So let's move on. Now, talk about this app that you got, that you were telling me about. This app right here. I'm gonna put it up on the screen real quick. I want you guys to see this app. Um, this app is very important. Come on, let's talk about this app right here for a minute. What is
Yeah.
it that what are we looking at?
Yeah, so this is an app. It's a free app. I'm not sponsored by Yuka. It's just what I used. I've been using this for about 3 to 4 years now. Basically, anything that has a barcode on it, you can scan it, and there's a good chance that Yuka has a profile on the food. And
Hold on. I
yeah,
can't let you do that. I gotta give you a full screen. Hold on. So ain't no excuses, y'all. Ain't no I didn't know. Now tell them what you just said again.
yeah. So Yuka is an app. It has a it's a profile. They profile food that you can scan with a barcode. So we don't have many choices at the supermarket. I live in Minneapolis, and I go shopping at the stores here. I don't there's not a garden in my front yard. I don't really have a front yard, so I go shop at the food stores, and I buy things with barcodes on them, and I scan them, and it'll tell me if there's bad ingredients, if there's moderately bad ingredients, or if the ingredients are okay. And so, through the video, as DeMarcus plays it, you can see the inner workings of the app, and it keeps a history of the barcodes that you scan. So, we don't have a choice. We have to pick up food off the shelves, but it will give you an option of a substitute that's a better option than these. And these are just some that I've scanned in the last few months. So it'll tell you,
No, not these. Don't tell me not the noodles, man.
Yeah.
Those noodles, man.
They
Damn.
rate them out of 100. I'm pretty sure that one was a 0.
No.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure I clicked on this this right here, just a granola bar, right? So if you pause this here, once you scan it, in the bottom there's a scan button. But this is what I had scanned the other month, and it'll show you all the additives,
Wow, look at
the
this.
sugar, the
20
calories.
grams.
But it'll show you the positives though, so you can have an informed decision, and then they'll rate it out of 100. So this one's 27 out of 100. But really, what I look at is the additives. So through the video, it will go through. Oh wait, that's right. Yeah, it'll give you a recommendation on what else you could try. That's
Oh
better for you.
wow, I like that.
Yeah.
Hold
So it's
on, let me bring that back.
yeah.
So it even though I don't think people understand how much 20 grams of sugar. That's a lot of sugar, bro. But let me press play on here. Look at this, you guys. It gives you the it recommends the other good healthy stuff for you. Man, it was hard as hell for me to get that word out, man. What the hell? Oh, don't judge me. Oh, look at this, man. This app is dope, man.
But yeah, if you pause it right there, I clicked on the additives, and that's the. Oh, that's right.
I'll go back. Tell me when to stop.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. So right there, it'll show you the additives, and then I look for anything that has red, so high risk. I don't know what that is. Monocalcium phosphate. I have no idea what it is.
Google that. Somebody please Google that for us real quick, so we can see what the hell that is, and why is it in the red? So when it's in the red, it's no good. Am I correct?
Yep, that's right.
I'm right on that.
Actually, I'm pretty sure it'll tell you what it is, but I just don't even get this far usually because I avoid it. But I'm pretty sure if you click on
it tells you what it is on the app.
Yep, I'm pretty sure.
That's dope.
Sorry, I've been using this for a few years now, and once I see red, I don't even bother looking at it anymore.
Wow.
Okay, so right here, so texture. So all it does is just change the texture of what you're eating, so it would be more satiable for you to eat. I don't even know, but right there it shows you what its associated risks are. So there's cardiovascular
Now,
disease.
hold on. It might mess your bones up, your kidneys, increase risk of all type of diseases. What the bummer clap going on? And it mess with your organs?
Yeah, so they're trying to kill us.
Look, it affects your kidneys. Wow. And that's in the granola bar?
Yeah, just a granola bar. I mean, I'm not an expert on anything, but
wow.
Yeah.
That is crazy. And hold on, I'm about to bag this thing back, and I'll bring it right back to where we at. I want you guys to look and see what this app looks like. It got like a little carrot on it.
Mhm.
Y'all take a look at this, please. You guys screenshot this at home, man. Look at this. Now I'll bring us back to where we was at. Wow, it show you what it affects. And look at the how many effect what all look, the kidneys right here, the bone right here, and no telling what else if you keep scrolling left. That's crazy.
And that's just one ingredient. There's tens of thousands of those food additives they said in the video. I mean, there's tens of thousands of these.
Wow.
Just one of them. So that's yeah.
That is crazy, man. Thank you for bringing that to our attention, man, because I didn't know nothing about that. That's crazy. Look at they're going crazy in the comments. He said, "What's the name of the app one more time?"
YUKA, Yuka.
Yuka. If somebody text that in the comment section for everybody, please. It's called Yuka. Can you spell the app name out? Yes,
Yeah, thank you.
he got it.
Yeah, it's free. They don't give me any money. I share it with people because I mean, I don't understand how it's legal for that to be public information and how it's still this, we still have the same food system, but hopefully in the future people will avoid the foods, make a better choice of the substitute. If one has like a 60 out of 100, choose that one versus the 40 out of 100. And the way the substitutes work, I've found they'll be right next to them in the aisle. It's just a better granola bar.
Yo,
basically.
but listen to this though. You know how many people right now watching our show right now are trying to get healthy, and one of their go-to snacks is a granola bar, bro. And they don't know why their kidneys function is going crazy every time they go to the doctor. Like, yo, what's going on with my kidneys? Why the levels up and down? Wow, the whole time, bro. I eat granola bars
Every
like when
day,
I'm hungry. I get a little thing with the granola with the peanuts and that. That's crazy. And shout out to my man Love Freedom from Mexico. He says thanks. Man, bro, I really appreciate that. Matter of fact, let me pin this comment from her. The name of the app, you guys, you spell it YUKA. It's yo, that is ridiculous, man. I hope you guys are taking this information, man. Please, man, share this live, you guys. Cause this is crazy. I messed up behind this one.
Yeah, I just want to say I don't know. I'm not an expert in anything. I just am trying to connect people to something that can help them out, like it helped me out with food choices. And apparently, the experts that we do have in this country with the food chemicals, it's just up to us, I think, to spread this information because they're not going to do it for us because then they lose money.
Wow, I just downloaded the app. Bro. I can't wait to scan something. This is crazy.
It'll keep a history of all the stuff you scan too. So if you get your shopping list, you can have your shopping list on there too.
He said, I just brought my son a case of them yesterday, and he's a bodybuilder. I'm going to show him right now. Bro, that's what I was trying to tell you. I got you the link, Kendrick. I'll send the link to you right now. Bro, this is one of my go-to snacks. When I'm in the gym on the treadmill and I'm walking, I'm getting hungry, I'll pop, eat half of it. Dang, I did not know that, man. That's crazy.
Can I jump in there? One thing about granola bars. I used to love granola bars too. And there are some healthier options at different stores. One of the ones I found is an energy bar at Trader Joe's. And there's literally like 5 ingredients in there. Things like that. So if you still like granola bars, DeMarcus, you can definitely find something that you like that has less ingredients and low key that won't kill you.
Right. Hey, Andrea, listen, my man Freedom said, I'm heading to the kitchen right now to scan the box. Man, I am too. I'm about to go scan some stuff right now.
Yeah,
Please,
go scan your
download that
pantry.
app. Wow, man. And then when you know why you ain't waking up in the morning, why certain things don't work on your body no more, this is why. I got a very special guest on the panel right now, y'all. Kendrick Still is in the building. What's going on, cousin?
What's going on, IT man?
What up? What up? What up?
Yo, well, we're about to get ready to close this show out. Too.
I just downloaded it.
You downloaded the app?
Yeah, because I'm on a weight loss journey. So since October to now, I done lost 30 pounds already. So I'm trying to lose a little bit more.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
This is gonna make me. This is gonna make me do it even better. So it's going.
Yeah.
Dang,
Yep.
Tracy. Yep, I said it. I lost 30 pounds, Tracy.
That's love, man. Congratulations on that. And he said he about to be up all night scanning everything in his kitchen.
Yeah.
She said, I'm glad that you're aware talking about this. Thank you so much too, bro. For real. He said he wanted to come on the show, but he wanted to make sure the information he got and what he gonna talk about. And I told you we are gonna be here longer. Huh? It's been an hour. You didn't know it though, did you?
No.
I told you. I told
Hey,
you. Go ahead,
hey,
Kid.
Love and Freedom. That's my brother when I was in. That's my roommate when I was in the Marines.
Yeah.
Hey, follow him too because he got a podcast too. Love and Freedom. I mean, he be all over the world. That's one of my partners. I be on the podcast on Tuesdays with.
I really want to get him on the show because I want to talk to him about traveling and some of the things that he's seen around the world and the food choices. He told me and everybody on the panel, he said he don't eat nothing that comes from America. He gets it natural in Mexico. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, Mike, can you come on tonight if I send you the link? Can you jump on real quick for a hot second?
You have to listen to your body. Your body will tell you facts. That little cramp that you get every now and then, you get that little cramp in the back. You be like, man, make sure you eat them granola bars and certain stuff. Y'all all got it. Don't act like I'm the only one who be like, what the hell is that?
You be like,
yeah, gotta be careful, man. Damn, I didn't know that. Oh, okay, you guys. Before I close out, I want to play this video. I want you guys to check this out, man. This is from a person who I respect a lot. Shout out to his daughter. She comes on the show all the time. She is a Sabi, and she's dope as hell. I'm about to go ahead and play this video. Y'all check this out real quick. Mute your mics, please.
My parting word would be this. Make sure that whenever you put something in your mouth, that something is going to complement you and that it's going to serve you well. It's going to support your nervous system. Because if you don't, you will find yourself stressed. Not only are you going to find reasons to dislike me, you're going to dislike yourself. Glucose is the greatest enemy that you could ever be faced with. Avoid it. Because the one thing you want to do is to love. And that love should begin with you. Once you love you, you love the whole world. It's easy. It's delicious to love everybody and everything.
Shout out to Dr. Sabi and the Sabi family. I will always play his videos when we talk about food and health. I just love his message. You can't hate nobody, man, when you healthy and you just loving everything around you, man. That it don't even, you can't build up that energy. You know, when you sick and you're mad all the time and you're not eating good. Fact, but when you eating healthy, your body feel good and you in that zone, you just love everything around you, man. And that's where we need to get to. And I want to invite everybody out to the event that we got this Sunday. Now I ain't gonna lie, we're gonna have some barbecue in the building. So if you're gonna cheat, make sure you cheat on Sunday because we're gonna have a lot of good food in the building. There's gonna be a lot of beautiful people in the building. We're gonna have a lot of fun, a lot of games. We're gonna have people from around the world coming. One of my friends from the UK said he will be here. That's what we want to do, you guys. We want to enjoy each other, have fun. I want you guys to take a look at this flyer right here. We are looking for vendors and anybody that want to join this event. If you want to donate to this event, you can reach out to anybody from the Minnesota Cold Talk podcast. This is our Father's Day event. Shout out to Ramsey County for helping out with this event. We have another flyer coming out with another name on it because we got more people helping us. We got dedicated dads that's supporting our movement. Shout out to Damon Drake for him and his company for helping us out. He just sent me the flyer for in the name of their organization that's gonna be on helping us. And I want to read it out. The name of the organization is We Resolve. For the people who don't know what We Resolve is, they go to court and they help people. So when you go in there, you're not by yourself. You got a family in there. You got people in there. You got the community in there that says, "Hey, whatever this person did after they served their time, we are willing to help this person with housing, with money, with child support, with transportation." So we definitely need to big them up. Thank you to Re-Resolve. We really appreciate you guys for joining the Minnesota Code Talk podcast and the Father's Day event. Thank you so much. Andrea said we help. She said help. We grow MN. We'll be there. We'll be there. So thank you for that too, Andrea. I really appreciate that. I want everybody to come and join in the Minnesota Code Talk podcast. We will be at McCarran's Lake. That's 1795 North Rice Street. And at the end of the night, we will have a balloon release for everybody who lost their father or any man that they looked up to as a father. I will be making another flyer for the balloon release too, with everybody organization that is supporting the Minnesota Code Talk podcast. Um, so thank you guys so much, man. We really appreciate you guys. A lot of people are turned their back on the movement of what we're trying to do, and I think we really needed that dead weight because all the people that's joining us right now, it's beautiful. We got the community behind us. We got the governor, the mayors behind us, and people, the council people behind this movement to try to stop gun violence, bringing the families together, bringing the fathers together, reconnecting the older generation with the younger generation. That's our movement. And don't forget, we definitely hitting the relationship topics because we know a lot of people still toxic as hell. So we definitely try to help the relationship go.
Toxic.
Yeah, the toxic connections. What is your toxic trait? We definitely got relationship topics coming up this
What is
week.
your warning labels?
Should people come with a warning label on their Facebook dating app? I went and checked the Facebook. Are you on the Facebook? Who up here is on the Facebook dating app? Don't
They
lie.
need their own barcode.
Yo, on the
Right.
Facebook, I put up a ad on the Facebook dating app. I don't know how long that profile been up there.
The
But
what?
man, it'll show you your
Facebook
worth.
got a dating app? Oh my
Yes,
God.
and
Facebook trying to be
don't
like Amazon.
don't
Trying to
go
have
on it
a
because
one-stop shop.
you would be surprised at the people who want you. So trust me, do not go on it. That I got a profile on that thing, and I went on there. It was like it's embarrassing. It'll show you your worth, man. So trust me, don't go on there. Stay where you at. You know what I mean?
What I was
But
gonna say?
before we end the
Oh,
show, before we end
don't
the
end
show,
the
I
show
want
yet. What is the housing situation is?
the what?
What is the housing situation?
Oh yeah. With the Minnesota Cold Talk podcast, we got a lot of people bagging us. We got help. We do help with housing, um, and bills and things like that. So shout out to the PPL Project Cry for Living. I think that is what it is. PPL housing. So if anybody is looking for housing or anybody looking for things like that, please reach out to me when there is an opening. I will be sending names and numbers too, and they are going to try to see if they can uh, accommodate the people and get them in the housing. We're working with another housing company up here in Minnesota. I think they're the number one when it comes to like helping all languages and all races and creeds. So they don't just pick certain groups. They hook everybody up. And if you're looking to buy a home too, so please reach out to us with that too. You know, we do give away COVID tests and Narcan. Um, yeah. So for my special guest, man, I'm gonna give you the floor, man. Let the people know what you want them to know before you get out of here, man. So the floor is yours.
Casey.
Oh, thank you for having me on here. I think you're incredible for all this that you do. I just wanted to just cap off and just say that you do have options when you go to the store, and unfortunately you're choosing between an option of having chronic diseases later on down the road. So just yeah, utilize what tools you have. Use the internet. Look up what you got in your food. If you use the Yuka app and it doesn't have that food in its profile, just search for its ingredients and see what pops up, because it's going to be up to us to figure it out, and they won't do it for us, and they don't want us to be healthy. They'd rather have us die off. So
We can't hear you.
I said I'm gonna feel guilty as hell next time I crack open a bag of chips. But listen, I'm gonna fight it though. You feel me? Because I ain't on the diet, I'm gonna try it. If it don't work, I'm gonna try something else. You know what I mean? And I just hope everybody who listens to us do what I do. Like if it don't work and it you feel
Did
guilty,
you say you
try
went on
something
a
else.
diet? You want to try it?
Yeah, if it don't work, I'm gonna try something else. You know, I don't like that, so I'm gonna try something else. So
Did you just get
yeah.
did you get him? Did not just give Casey Williams the elevator music when he was talking?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because it was dope. You know,
Yeah.
yeah, it was all good. But he flowed with it though, and it sounded good.
I was like,
don't-
wait a minute, did he give
Yeah.
you music?
Yeah, let him go ahead and do it with the music playing in the background. Well, I'm gonna tell you another reason why I did that too, Casey, because when I break this video up, it will actually AI it through you talking about that. So I'll be able to post just that on the YouTube and the Instagram of you saying what you're saying. So thank you, man, for joining. And I will see you on the 11th. And yeah, we'll talk about this experience, man, from the Minnesota Code Talk podcast. Who else want to say something before we close out?
What's on the 11th?
Oh man. Oh, yeah, you can come with me. I'll bring you up there with me. I introduce you to everybody. How about that?
Wait.
Yeah.
Is we watching the movie?
Yes.
Aftershock.
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 Yes, and I'm gonna walk out again, and I'm gonna wait until it's over with because I hope you guys got a chance to tune into our last episode, man, because we got people that right now, they're probably in your family that's pregnant, that's unaware of certain things that can happen to them. And we want them to understand, like, yo, listen, make sure you ask the right questions. And for the men, make sure that you're not scared and you ask questions too, because if your woman telling you, "Ooh, you know, I'm having like a little chest pain, you know, I can't breathe, you know, something feels weird," make sure that you don't overlook that and you take her straight to the hospital because
Right.
you know it could be something very, very serious, man. And
Like that gentleman said, he felt like he was in the way. No, don't act like you're not in the way. Be in the way.
yes, man, because shout out to bro too. He said he felt some type of way, but make sure you guys ask the questions, you guys, because I never knew that giving birth it was, you know what I mean? I never knew the consequences of that, you know. So please be aware of your surroundings. Make sure you ask questions. Don't be scared of that. Make sure y'all check us out tomorrow. We will be live for the Minnesota Code Talk podcast for open topics. I want to give a special shout out to Gavin and his wife for the AKA the Bounce King. The event on the other day was amazing, man. Amazing. And I was late. I hate that I was late too because you know him and his wife set up by themselves, and you know they did a hell of a job, man. And we need people like that in the community, man. So shout out to them for inviting the Minnesota Code Talk podcast to be a part of that event. Only, you know what's so crazy about the Minnesota Code Talk podcast, you guys? It's really only 3 of us. It's me, you, and Riri. Man, it was nobody. Oh no, it was a couple other people. Yep. No, Tracy wasn't there.
No, I know. I'm just saying though, like
He was in the heart. No, I'm talking about that's local. That's
in Heart.
showing
Oh
up.
yeah,
to
at the
things.
park. Yeah, it was just.
So
Yeah, it was just
I want to
me, you,
say,
and Riri.
I want to say thank you and Riri too. 'Cause y'all show up and show out, and we don't need too much music because Life will put on the party by herself. She ain't trying to hear nothing. So matter of fact, before I go, I made a video that I want to show you guys.
What video you made? You know what? I'm about to hurt him.
You got a chance to
Wrong
see
way.
the video already. Don't act like you ain't see it.
What
I'm gonna
video?
play the video, and then after that, I'm gonna close straight out. So
I don't know
wanna
what video you talking about.
I want to say thank you guys for joining the Minnesota Code Talk podcast.
If
It's
y'all
just a
see
little
my
video.
hand- no, if y'all see my hand come to the screen, just know I'm going for his throat.
No, it ain't nothing crazy. And I just got lost in the sauce. Okay, I'm back. So I'm gonna play this video, then we're gonna close up out of here. But we will be back tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. We might not, depending on what we're doing. But I want to
Rockin' all white, spirit fulfilled, little sage inside of the bin. Swimming with sharks, I get caught slipping. I ain't doing no ball stripping.
Thank you for joining the Minnesota Code Talk podcast.
Walked on water in front of you niggas. I borrowed a pair of guard slippers. I borrowed a pair of guard slippers. Did a few miracles. I borrowed a pair of guard slippers. Made them believe I did a few miracles. I borrowed a pair of guard slippers. Walked on water in front of you niggas. I borrowed